I do like the tab display though. The bottom half of the screen is tabs, whereas the top is the default Rocksmith layout. If I had to design the UI for tab mode, I'd take the whole UI and pull it down a little bit more, and I'd have the top row of the tabs disappear a little sooner, a little bit snappier, almost like the karaoke lines that you saw in 2014 when it was doing the lyrical displays, right? And then there's this really annoying thing where when the top line of the tab disappears, it scrolls up over the Rocksmith display at the top as it's disappearing, and it's a little visually distracting and obstructive, and it's like it should just cut off below it, and then it's just a hard disappear. I would have just hard masked it out completely when instead of having a fade out animation that covers up part of the Rocksmith overlay. It's Miller, I think you need 2 lines of tabs so that you can prepare for one as one is being done, like karaoke style. I think what they have where it's 2 bars worth of music is good. I just would be more efficient with the way that it's displayed. I'd crunch the tabs together a little bit more, push them towards the bottom of the screen, and give the Rocksmith display a little bit more room to breathe. Yeah, half and half. And I definitely wouldn't have that effect where the tab mode disappears up over the Rocksmith display. That is bonkers that they decide to do that. You think it should be like an infinite scroll of the tab, so it should look similar to the Rocksmith display, but an infinite scrolling tab going this way with like the note line being right here. I think that display could work too. That's a very good idea. To be honest, I'm very accustomed to that way of playing the notes. I'm surprised they didn't go that route, because like that's how the editors for the custom tracks in Rocksmith 2014 worked. I haven't tried the Rocksmith Plus dev kit. How you actually charted the songs was in something that highly resembled the tab display, and the tab just scrolled infinitely. You could scroll back and forth. I don't know why they did this 2-line thing in the first place. You're right. They could have just had 1 line that scrolls this way. Puzzling. Then you would give more room for the Rocksmith thing to breathe. But maybe 2 constantly scrolling animations was motion sickness inducing. Be interesting to hear from the devs why they went with that direction. Because I am not personally reading from the tab view quite as much. And maybe that's a condemnation of its usefulness. I don't know. I'm finding it a little hard to read it. Also, like, maybe this is a stretch goal, but can we get an option to invert the layout of the Rocksmith versus the tab view? Because I would really rather have it the other way around, with my tab view on top and my Rocksmith playthrough on the bottom. That is much more visually appealing, also from a stream perspective, because you have the bulkier neck on the bottom of the screen, and it's easier to build overlays and integrate into a stream that way, I think. Maybe.